A very good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have seen about introduction to HTML, and we have seen what are the common tags which we use in HTML, what is the importance of the HTML. In those common tags, we have the lists, tables, images, right? So these we have, and out of those, we have completed about list tag, and today's lecture will discuss about table tag, right? So basically, what is the use of the table tag, right? So the table tag we use for creating the tables in web page here, right? So that is the basic purpose of this table tag here. So in which, in order to create a table, we have some other tags also in support of table tag. Those are tr. Tr is nothing but to define a table row, right? So for creation of the table row, you can see here. Here you can see this is tr. This is the table row here, which is used to create the row, and td to define a table data. That means which will create a table used to create the table data means for storing the data into a column. Basically, we can say for creation of the column here, th to define a table header. Table heading is nothing but column heading here, right? So this is for column heading, and caption tag which we use to define the table caption, that is for giving the table name, right? And for this table tag we have some various properties: border, collapse, padding, text align, border spacing, column space, span, row span, id. These are various attributes or properties which we use along with the table tag here. So there is a border property which defines the table border here, right? In whichever way the border is required, that we can define here. Next, border collapse, property to collapse cell borders here. We have some cell, that is table is having the cells which is divided number of rows and columns here, right? So property to collapse the cell borders. And we have the padding property to add padding to the cells. So whether if any padding is required, that is a space between the cells, that we can do here. Next, text align property. So that means we can align the text in the cell, either left alignment, right alignment, or center alignment, that we can do here. Next, border spacing property to set the space between cells here. From one cell, the space between one cell to another cell can be set by using the border spacing property here. Next, to column span attribute which we use to span the columns to multiple rows here, right? Or multiple columns here. Next, to row span, one row can be spanned to the multiple rows, right? And id attribute which we use to identify a table here. Suppose one web page is having the two tables here, right? Two or more tables. So in such a case, what we do here, for each table we will give one id here, and we can, by using that id, we can access that particular table, right? That is the use of the id attribute here. Next, see, you can this one example code here in order to create the table. You can see here HTML, basic HTML table. Here we are using table tag. This is a table tag, and in which we are using the style attribute. The style attribute specifies what the width of the table here, right? So width, which is having width table here. This is width value here. That is a style attribute is having the width value which is spread 100%. That means, so with the table is spanned to entire web page in horizontal direction here. Next, we have the tr tag for creation of a table row here, and in which we have the three columns, and for those columns we are setting the table heading, that is column headings. Th, so first name, this is the first name, first column heading, and th last name, second column heading, th age, third column heading here, and these are the closing tag here. Finally, we have to close that row here. Similarly, another row is created by using tr tag, and for those we have to store the values in those cells here, because we have created one row with three columns here. Now another row we have to create, that is, for that we are using tr tag and id, alum, and here that is the first name and last name and age. Finally, close the second row here. So one row is inserted. Similarly, here we have tr This is for second row here. Again, column values, Salam, some name, Rayan, Komal, and Ish. So this is the second row. And third row, finally, we have to close a table tag. So here now table is created with 3 columns and 3 rows here, right? And finally close the body and close the HTML tag here. So this is the code in order to create a table here, sample code. So which creates a table with 3 rows and 3 columns. Yes. Now see, you can see the output here. Here border we have not specified. So simply we have given the complete width here. So the let's take it is an white color is an web page here. The table is spanned to entire web page horizontally here. Again here we have the 3 rows and 3 columns. See here, first name, last name, and age are table headings here. By default they are aligned center here to the columns, and these are the 3 rows inserted and 3 column values here, right? So next, add borders. In previous table we have seen there is no border here. We can also add the borders to that. Simply in order to add the borders, we can use a border property, or we can also use some CSS, right? So how to use the CSS? So CSS is nothing but cascading style sheet here, so that we can use within the HTML in order to design the web page here, right? Or in order to make some designing to the table here. So in which for that we are using style tag here. This is the style tag. Basically we use the style tag to add the CSS, and within the style tag we are designing table, th, and td. These are 3 tags simultaneously. We can add some designs. Okay, and opening brace here we have one property, that is a border property, and its border property 1px should be block. That is like width of the border line 1px, and its type is what? Solid block will be given, and close this one here. So basically this style tag we are using, basically it is a CSS code here which is added into the head tag of the HTML, right? And close the head tag, and then body tag. Within the body tag, same we have created the table here. Now border is included to the table here. You can see in the output now. So it is a table which is created with border here, right? So borders are added for every cell, as well as borders are added for the table here. So now collapsed borders. Collapsed borders here. See, you can see in style tag only small change here. So what is that here? TD border 1px solid black, and border collapse. Here we are using the collapse value here. Again we are designing table header tag, and TD tag. So these properties may use either in table tag, table header tag, and table data tag also, right? TD is nothing but table data, which is used for creation of columns in a table here, right? And close the style tag, and you can see now how the borders are collapsed, and the remaining process is same. Table created, and here table style width given 100%. This is as usual, and first row, second row, third row, okay, created fourth row. Sorry, first one is table heading. This is a 3 rows are inserted, which is same as our previous slide here. So you can see these are collapsed borders here. These are collapsed borders. In previous slide we have seen the borders are not collapsed. They are having 2 lines, right? Here we have only 1 line here. Now add cell padding here. So here we can also add the cell padding to the cells of the table here. How we can do? Again, you go, there is change here. Style attribute, table, th, and td. Th is table header, td is table data here. This is for column. Border is same 1px solid black, and border column span same collapsed here. And here I am doing padding here. Padding is th, td, and padding 15px here. So basically what is the use of the cell padding here? Aligns the space between cell and text here. right? So it's borders, right? You can see that. See, the space is given. You can see here, this is the table cell border, and this is the data within the cell here. There is a space between cell border and text here. That can be given. That is the cell padding. If you give more, that is a px value 15 px, you can 16 px, 17 px, 80. So that then, which will be, the space will be increasing between border and text in a cell here. Next, left align headings here, right? So similarly, again, this is same here. Here THTD, again padding 5x is we are using here. Next, table header. So here we are using only column heading. So in the column heading, the column names we are aligning to the left here. Previously they were by default center align. Now we are aligning into the left. So that is only TH is design here. So text align left here, right? And then close the style tag here. Now you can see in the output, and remaining things are same. Now you can see here column headings, first name, last name, and age here. These are aligned to the left. So in previous tables, these column headings are in the middle of the cell here. Now at the left end of the cell here. So next, add border spacing. So we can also add the border spacing here. So that is what is border spacing, how we can add here. So this border spacing specifies space between the cells from one cell to another cell. There is a space between one cell to another cell that we can do here. Again, we have to do here table border spacing is given, that is 15x here. You can see in the output. So this is only new added, remaining things are same here. And here padding will be given, padding 5px, right? And this is the border spacing is 15x. Border spacing. See, each here in this, the entire table is outer border line, and each cell is separated from the another cell here, right? Each column is separated from one column. There is a space between the cells here. Next, cell that span many columns. One column can be spanned to the multiple columns here. That can also be done here. So in that, how we can do here? In table header, let us take, this is a table header, right? In the table header, we have the name, table header, another one is telephone, and let's take, we have the two columns, right? So in which TH, that is a column span equal to 2. That means the telephone is spanned to the two columns here, right? And here we have the three columns are inserted in the next row. This is the first row and this is the next row here, in which Bill Gates, and this is the number, telephone number, this is another alternative telephone number here. So here basically in table header, how many headers are there? Only two headers. But how many values, how many columns are there? Three columns are there. Here these two columns are span. That means here these two columns are under a single column, that is a telephone here. So you can see in the output. See here, name is with one column. Here the telephone is spanned to the multiple columns here. We have the two columns, right? So under two column, so then telephone column is there. So which is spanned to the two columns. Next, row span. Similar to the column span, we have the row span here. One row can be spanned to the, spread to the multiple rows here, right? So for that again, the same we can use here. We have the style tag with TR and TH, TD, Bill Gates here. Here we are using TH, that is a table heading span to the telephone, right? So this is in the first row, this is in the second row. Second row, TH table header is spanned to the multiple rows. Telephone here, again TD, and this is another TD here. So see this is one row, this is the another row, right? So you can see in the output. Now you can see here in the left side column here we have only two rows. Right side we have three rows here. So this telephone here two rows are spanned to the here one row is spanned to the two rows in right side here. So just like a merging, right? Special type style for the one table here. So that also we can do here. There is a background color we can set to the table here. See, we have the let us take our PHP page is having two tables here. For each table, one ID will be given here. So for that, see, you can see here, this is the code. We have the two tables. In table 1, this is an ID here. So hash T01, it is an identifier to the table for which you want to set the background color, and which is spanned to the 100% in horizontal direction, and its background color is set to, so this is the color code. This is the color code, and remaining things are same here. So which table your background color you are setting here. So you can see table, its ID is what here, T01. This is an ID. So this by this ID you can identify the table. Okay. So that means that's what I am using, only ID in CSS. Short hash T01, hash T01, its width is 100%, background color is this one here. So that this table is identified by using its ID T01 here, right? So when we have here, this code is meant for creation of two tables, and for one table we are setting the background color, and other table remains as it is here, right? So for whichever table you are setting the background, the table you can identify by using table ID here, right? ID is an attribute. See, you can see here we have the two tables. For one table is with background as it is, that is a white background here, and for another table we have set the background color here, right? So this is about table. Next, and this is about the tables tags here, and we have the many more properties also. You can learn about those. You can go through some w3schools.com website. Okay. So we have so many here, but whatever common tags which we have discussed here, right? Thank you.